all here. Thank you for listening my answer to the question given. My name is Nurpratista Anentiara Diamara and you can call me Tata. I'm a student at Universitas Tanjung Pura in Faculty Economic and Business. Today, I am here to answer the question given by my lecturer, Sir Adi Mursalin. Firstly, I will answer to the question part A, which deal with the activities in Zoom meeting. There are 4 questions there. Next, I will answer the question on part B, which deal with the theory of organizational behavior. There are 15 questions, and I will watch 2 videos given and answer the question that follow. Well, my dear friend, let me begin my answer. I'm quite active in OB lecture, and also I'm often involved in discussion when my friend present OB materials. Sometimes I ask questions and sometimes I answer the question given. I'm quite interested in participating in the discussion if material present really interests me. There are 7 chapters that have been present before the mid-test. Chapter 1 is about what is organizational behavior, present by me and Normalia. And then chapter 2 about diversity in organization, present by Tiffany and Daisy. And then chapter 3 about attitudes and job certification, present by Carlos and Mandau. And then chapter 4 about emotion and moods, present by Nita, Vanessa, and Yuni. And then chapter 5 about personality and values, present by Salsabila and Tasya. And then chapter 6 about perception and individual decision making, present by Revilia, Arsha, and Putri. And then the last chapter is about motivation concept making, present by Evani and Nabil. For watching a presentation by my friend, I gain a lot of new knowledge about OB and its practice in the company. I also get knowledge from OB lecture about important things that are closely related to my daily life. The book we use in the OB lecture is the book by Stephen P. Robbins and Timothy A. Judge, and the title is Organizational Behavior. This book was provided by Sir Adi Mursalin in PDF format. The 4 primary functions of manager are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. By using the 4 functions, manager work to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of their employees, process, project, and organization as a whole. And then manager role. Manager role can be divided into 3 main categories. First is interpersonal roles, and then informational roles, and then decisional roles. And then manager skill. Manager skill divided into 3 types by Robert Karts. First is technical skill, human skill, and conceptual skill. First is psychology. The use of psychology focus on psychological and organizational research and theory to find ways to enhance organizational effectiveness. The use of this discipline examines the lives of employees at work in an attempt to measure, explain, and sometimes change the behavior of employees within the organization. And the second is social psychology. Social psychology generally considered a branch of psychology, blends concepts from both psychology and sociology to focus on people influence on one another. And the third is sociology. Sociology studies people in relation to their social environment or culture. It focuses on group behavior in organization, group dynamics, organizational culture, communication, power, conflict, structure, and how order is maintained within these groups. And the last is anthropology. The use of anthropology focuses on the study of society to learn about human beings, their culture, environment, and activities. It's enable us to understand difference in fundamental value, attitude, and behavior between people in different countries and within different organizations. Main challenges and opportunities of organizational behavior are: first is improving people's skills, and the second is improving quality and productivity, and the third is total quality management or TQM, and the 4 is managing workforce diversity, and 5 is responding to globalization, 6 is empowering people, and 7 is coping with temporariness, and the last is stimulating innovation and change. is start with hiring and then create inclusive policies and practice, and then provide diversity training, and then facilitate effective communication, and the last is encourage interaction. Personality refers to individual differences in characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Personality affects all aspects of a person's performance, even how he reacts to situations on the job. Not every personality is suited for every job position, so it's important to recognize personality traits and pair employees with the duties that fit their personalities the best. So this can lead to increased productivity and job satisfaction, and helping your business function more efficiently. The Myers-Briggs Personality Type Indicator is a self-report inventory designed to identify a person's personality type, strength, and preference. The questionnaire was developed by Isabel Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, based on their work with Carl Jung, Theory of Personality Types. From the test, my MBTI personality is mediator or ENFP, introvert, intuitive, feeling, and prospect. Based on the explanation of the mediator's personality, this personality relates to my life, and it is true that I am an introvert person. It was explained that these personalities strive to live up to their inner core value and have insight into what's really important to other people. What happened was that I felt certain way and people won't understand because I don't talk about it, and I can't say no for anything because I don't want to hurt anyone. The ENFP tend to be attracted to profession in counseling and human development, as well as in the arts and writing. And maybe this personality made me choose human research management department as my current concentration course. I get two of my friend personality. First is Sylvia as an ESFP and Normalia as ENTJ. If I were their manager, I will treat them according to their personality. Maybe it will be a little difficult because their personality type is extrovert while I am an introvert. But I as an ENFP or mediator are very happy if I can help other people problems. Type A people are highly competitive and self-critical. They continuously strive for goals without paying much attention to effort and accomplishments. On the other extreme, Type B individuals are usually more tolerant, relaxed, and reflective than Type A. People with Type D personality have high level of both negative affectivity and social inhibition. Social inhibition means that people tend to shy away from social interaction, possibly due to fear of rejection or judgment, and that they tend to lack confidence in social situations. Emotion and mood are two different things. Emotion are reaction to that person show something, for example, angry, while mood is an emotional change when someone loses focus on something. So a person's emotional response to a given event can change depending on mood. Emotional influence a number of performance and certification variables such as organizational citizenship behavior, organizational commitment, level of effort, intention to quit, and workplace deviance. Early theory of motivation are: first is hierarchy of needs theory by Maslow, and the second is ERG theory developed by Clayton Alderfer, and the third is theory X and theory Y by McGregor, and the last is the two-factor theory of motivation, hygiene and motivational factor of Herzberg. First is equity theory. Equity theory is a theory of motivation that suggests that employee motivation at work is driven largely by their sense of fairness. And the second is reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory is the process of shaping behavior by controlling consequences of the behavior. And the third is self-efficacy theory. Self-efficacy theory refers to an individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behavior necessary to produce specific performance attainments. Self-efficacy reflects confidence in the ability to exert control over one's own motivation, behavior, and social environment. And the last is goal-setting theory. Goal-setting theory is a theory based on the idea that setting specific and measurable goals is more effective than setting unclear goals. Motivation is defined as the reason why you are doing something or the level of desire you have to do something. Example, if you want to learn English language to study in America, this is an example of motivation to improve your skill in learning English language. To motivate students in learning English, we can creating a fun and relaxed atmosphere in the classroom. Forget the system that teacher is the king in the classroom. Don't let students be afraid when they want to enter the class, but don't forget that teacher is still the class manager. And make the learning process personal. Give everyone feedback, and this can make each student feel cared for and can see the development of their own abilities. What I get after studying 7 chapters of OB is I know more about behavior in organization in theory, and some theory are closely related to our daily life because they are about behavior. I also know little about how to deal with people who behave differently in organization and the importance of understanding the behavior of others in the organization. The video 1 is discussed about emotion and moods, the difference between emotion and moods, decision making using feeling or thinking, identify the source of emotion and moods, the impact on employee, EA or emotional intelligence, and identify strategies for emotion regulation and their likely effect. Accuracy with the test is entirely based on how honest and self-reflective you are with your answer. If I told the test that I'm super patient and want to readily forgive, it would be sure make me feel good, but I would just be lying to myself. People get different test results on the MBTI because a lot of people aren't self-aware. You have to accurately know yourself to get the correct personality type result.